For the Pledge Allegiance. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless America. That is a tradition that started by our former Chairman Serrard, and I'm going to continue it. I will say, God bless America at the end of the Pledge of Allegiance. Item 3, can we have the town clerk do the oath of office, please?
All rise, please. And raise your right hand. Ashley DePoe, Sarah Hernandez, Walter J. Crisell, Tina LeBlanc, Timothy Neville, Richard Renier, Charlotte Riley, Chris Rutledge, and Scott P. Ryder. Do you all solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm that you will faithfully discharge according to law your duties as a member of the Board of Education for the town of Enfield to the best of your abilities, so help you God, or upon penalty of perjury?
I do.
Congratulations to y'all. Good luck this year.
Bear with me here 1 second. We have to make a correction. Oh, that's right.
I haven't elected anybody yet.
I'm sorry. I'm too soon. Please. Roll call, please.
Mrs. DePoe,
Here.
Mrs. Hernandez,
Here.
Mr. Crisell,
Here.
Mrs. LeBlanc,
Here.
Mr. Neville,
Here.
Mr. Renier,
Here.
Mrs. Riley,
Here.
Mr. Rutledge,
Here.
Mr. Ryder,
Here.
Number 5, election of officers. 5A, election of a chairman of the board. Do I have any nominations?
I do. I would like to nominate Walter Crisell for chairman of the board. Working with Walter these past 6 months, I have seen firsthand his dedication to the Enfield public school system. He's always willing to go the extra mile to ensure the success of whatever may be on his or anyone else's agenda for that day. I believe his experience as vice chairman also puts him at an advantage to hit the ground running. His ability to work with others will be invaluable in establishing and maintaining open communications within a solid groundwork of board veterans and newcomers, so we can move forward that much faster and effectively on the issues that we may face together as a board. I believe Walter will provide practical and efficient leadership for the next 2 years.
Motion by Board Member Riley. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Board Member Rutledge. Any other nominations? Any other nominations?
Motion to close nominations.
Motion to close by Board Member Rutledge.
Second.
Second by Board Member Neville. All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Kathy, roll call, please.
Mrs. DePoe,
Yes.
Mrs. Hernandez,
Yes.
Mr. Crisell,
Yes.
Mrs. LeBlanc,
Yes.
Mr. Neville,
Walter Crisell.
Mr. Renier,
Walter Crisell.
Mrs. Riley,
Yes.
Mr. Rutledge,
Walter Crisell.
Mr. Ryder.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Now I'll fix it. I was early. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will speak later on the agenda. Why don't we move to 5B, nomination of vice chairman. Do I have any nominations?
I'd like to make a nomination, Mr. Chairman. I would like to nominate Charlotte Riley for Vice Chair of the Board of Education. Charlotte has proudly served on this town's Inland and Wetlands Commission. She proudly serves as Vice President of the First Readers Association. She proudly serves at this Board of Education this prior year and is very crucial in our recent policy revisions. She's a dedicated and devoted mother and understands the school system needs to prepare children for the next phase in lives. She's done this through her work. And Mr. Chairman, I proudly nominate Charlotte Riley for Vice Chair.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Board Member DePoe. Do I have any other nominations? Do I have any other nominations? Do I have a motion to close nominations?
So moved.
Moved by Board Member Rutledge, second by Board Member Neville. All in favor? Kathy, roll call, please.
Mrs. DePoe?
Yes.
Mrs. Hernandez?
Yes.
Mrs. LeBlanc?
Yes.
Mr. Neville?
Yes.
Mr. Renier?
Yes.
Mrs. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Rutledge?
Yes.
Mr. Ryder?
Yes.
Chairman Kruzel?
Affirmative.
Motion passes.
Vice Chair, the floor is yours.
I am going to hold off on comments until we're done.
Okay, so we move to 5C, nomination of Secretary of the Board of Education. Do I have any nominations?
I'd like to nominate Tina LeBlanc as Board Secretary. Tina is an incredible board member, a 6-year veteran of the board, also served 2 years as Board Secretary.
I'll have my teacher voice out here now. She's a caring and devoted mom and colleague, and she's an experienced, dedicated, and involved board member. It's my honor to nominate her as Board Secretary.
Nomination by Board Member Neville. Any second?
Seconded.
Seconded by Board Member Ryder. Any other nominations? Any other motion made by Board Member Renier, seconded by Board Member Rutledge? Any objection? Show of hands?
No, I'm not objecting.
Objections.
No, I'm new at this, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Kathy, roll call, please. Save us, please.
Mrs. DePoe?
Yes.
Mrs. Hernandez?
Yes.
Mrs. LeBlanc?
Yes.
Mr. Neville?
Tina LeBlanc?
Mr. Renier?
Tina LeBlanc.
Mrs. Riley?
Definitely yes.
Mr. Rutledge?
Yes.
Mr. Ryder?
Yes.
Chairman Kruzel?
Tina LeBlanc.
Motion passes.
Congratulations. Madam Secretary, would you like to say a few words?
I'll wait till the end.
Okay. So next on the agenda is recognition of Enfield's candidate for Connecticut's Kid Governor. Would the Vice Chair and the Secretary please meet me in front of the dais? And would the Mayor of Enfield please come up? Mr. Mayor, I give you the microphone.
I'd like to call up Jalen Alseem. I apologize. I've been practicing that name. I make sure I got it right. Please come up. She's going to give a little presentation for everyone for what she went through. So this is a new curriculum for the K through 5 school.
This is for grade 5 youth.
Grade 5 youth, where Jalen actually ran for governor, kid governor, and she should have won because she's from Enfield. So, however, she's going to show a little presentation of what she actually did to campaign to win the mayor of Enfield. So we will turn it over to Jalen to show everyone how good you campaigned. Yeah, take your time. This is your house. You're the mayor.
Hi, my name is Jalen, and yeah, all you guys already know. I'm your new kid mayor, and I went through a lot of hard processes to become this far. I went through my school process, my class process. We voted for our class, and then I won that, obviously. And we went through our school process, and there were 7 candidates, and out of those I was the one chosen. And we made a video to tell more about myself, and it had my speech in it. And then I went against the town of Enfield. I went against all the 2 other schools, and I won out of those 2. And I just made a video talking about why I should be the next kid governor. And it was actually really fun, and my whole class helped. It was a really fun process. And I'm looking forward to working with all of you in the future to make school lunches better. Hi, my name is Jen, and I will be your next Connecticut's kid governor. My name is Jeff August, and I am not afraid to fight until I leave. I'm here today to talk to you about a serious problem, school lunches. Who doesn't eat school lunches today? That's a lot. One way to fix that big problem would be having a jumbo lot to raise the money to get the healthy food. One of my ideas is to have a jumbo lot only to raise money for school lunches. Every day for 1 week, we would go house to house in our neighborhood and ask which you would like to donate to our school lunch critter. Then on Friday, we would have a real jumbo lot in the gym or in every place available. We would jump some rope with our friends, and to motivate everybody, we would get some prizes depending how much money we raised or how many things we jumped. My second step would be changing the lunch item meal. Like every Monday through Thursday, we would have a healthy, balanced meal. And on Friday, you would have your choice. Look at this. Look at all this unhealthy food. But as me as your kid governor, I will change this into this. Like fries with fruits and vegetables and actual cheese on your hamburgers. Every Monday through Thursday, we would have a healthy, balanced meal. Like right now. On Friday, you would have 3 or more or less items for school lunch, so you would be able to choose what you wanted for lunch, like deli, salads, and wraps. My third step would be having a garden. We would have it outside of every school in Connecticut itself. And we would plant our own organic fruit. So every day at lunch we could have a fruit or a vegetable. Sounds pretty nice, right? This place would be a perfect place to put our garden. So every day at lunch we would have a healthy organic fruit or vegetable. Do you guys think this would be a good place to put a garden? Yeah! Do you guys think you'd be willing to help me plant this garden? Yeah! I'm not supposed to make promises, but there's one thing I will promise. I will make school lunch great again.
Was it ever good?
Thank you and vote for me for your next kingdom.
Vote for Jalen for King Governor.
All right, so on behalf of the Enfield Board of Education and the Enfield Town Council, we proudly present, and I apologize, I've been practicing your name, Jalen Alseem. All right. As the 2017-2018 Enfield Kid Mayor, be it November 14th, 2017, and today I want to endorse Jalen as the next kid governor of state of Connecticut. You did a fantastic job. I love cheeseburgers. You have the floor. Go ahead. You have the floor. Please. Tell her, give us one. This is your house. You're the mayor.
Put the mic right up close.
I'd like to say thank you to my mom and my teacher, mostly because they helped a lot during this process. My mom helped by choosing my outfit, helping me kind of write my speech, and And Mrs. Nuzzo helped a lot because she made sure like I was comfortable during the process of me saying my speech and writing it. So just like a really big thank you to both of them, and thank you guys so much.
Whoa, where are you going? We're not done yet. That's my notes. No, the other one. Hold. There it is. All right, we're going to move to item 7, Service Recognition Awards for outgoing board members. And I'm going to do this in opposite order. So would former board member former board member Ungeyer and now town councilor Ungeyer, please come up. All right, I have a cheat sheet here that says that you were a board member from 2013 to 2017. Is that correct?
That's true.
Okay. So in recognition for your service to the Enfield Board of Education and all your hard work and your work you did on the opening ceremony committee and as correct representative to Hartford, going to those meetings once a month and listening to those people is very hard. We honor you with this gift from, and would you like to say a few words?
Thank you very much. It's been a real privilege and an honor to be a part of this board and to work with all of you. I've really learned a lot, and you've made it so easy for me. I wish all the new board members the best wishes, and I know you'll do a great job, and I'm leaving it in good hands. So I wish you all the best, and I'm really going to miss all of you. Thank you.
And I still say, like I did last meeting, it's a demotion, not a promotion. So. All right, so like I said in backwards order, former board member Stacy Thurston, please come up. So, Stacy, my cheat sheet here says that you were on the board from 2009 to 2011, and then you took a vacation, 2-year vacation, which you shouldn't have came back. No, we are glad you came back from, and you came back in 2013 and served to 2017. Stacy, I want to congratulate you on your service to the Board of Education, your work in the last 2 years on curriculum. You taught me a lot. And all the work you've done on the board is very, very meaningful. Thank you very much. And would you like to say a few words?
Actually, I can do it without that. I'm good. I just, it was an honor and a privilege to serve for the 6 years that I did. This is where my heart is, and I'm going to miss everybody. And like I said at the last meeting, you guys became more like family than board members. So I wish you guys congratulations. I wish you guys all the best. Good luck. And like Laura said, I know the board is in great hands. Thank you.
Thank you. Former board member Grady is away on business today, so he couldn't make it. So I'm going to ask my friend, Chairman Thomas Serrard, to please come up. Or as I like to call him, as of today, Chairman Emeritus Serrard. So, Mr. Chairman, You served on the board from 2009 to 2011, and you filled a seat in 2013 by left empty by Chuck Johnson, and you served as chairman of this board from 2013 to about an hour ago. I want to thank you personally for what you've done for this town. This man has put every effort and all the work he's done for this town, from the unification of the high schools, from the restructuring of the elementary schools. He's put his heart and soul into this job, and we are grateful for you leaving us a board that we can hopefully continue in your true direction. Thank you very much. Would you like to say a few?
8 years is a long time. It's been an honor, and it's been a privilege to be here. You guys are my friends. I'm going to miss the policy discussions. I'm not going to miss going to Hartford. But I'm going to miss you all. But I know that you all have your hearts in the right place. And I know that you will all do a fun, wonderful job. And if you ever need me, just send me a note, because I will not let you down. And Walter, you're the right man for the job.
Thank you, sir. Now you ladies may return to your seats, please. I still like that chair. Okay, I'm going to pull a chairman prerogative here, and I would like to entertain a motion to move item 9 before item 8. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Ms. LeBlanc.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Neville. Roll call vote, please. Oh, any discussion? I'm sorry, any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Mrs. DePoe?
Yes.
Sorry, I gotta flip my sheet. Mrs. Hernandez?
Yes.
Mrs. LeBlanc?
Yes.
Mr. Neville?
Yes.
Mr. Renier?
Yes.
Mrs. Riley?
Yes.
Mr. Rutledge?
Yes.
Mr. Ryder?
Yes.
Chairman Cruzel?
Yes.
Motion passes.
So we will move to comments of any newly elected board members. Why don't we start on this side, and we'll start at the ends. Mr. Ryder.
Sure, thank you. I just wanted to take a moment to thank the voters of Enfield for this honor. I am here because many of you got a chance to meet me and get to know me at Hazardville Memorial School, or at Eli Whitney, or with Two Moms on a Mission, or through many of the volunteer hats that I've been proud to wear here in Enfield. I also wanted to thank my family for sticking with me through the process of the election and the meetings and the campaigning and all the things that I'm sure everybody else has been through over the last few weeks and months. I especially want to thank my wife, Bridget, and my 2 children in 1st and 4th grade, Elliot and Lauren. They are the real reasons that I'm sitting up here. It's because of them that I took a chance and wanted to try to make a difference, not only for my 2 children, but for all the children here in Enfield. I look forward to getting a chance to working with all the schools beyond Hazardville, beyond Eli Whitney, beyond Parkman, where I mentor. And I want to get a chance to know more of the families that took a chance on honoring me with this position. And as I said during our debates and through our campaigns, this seat is where I'll be sitting, but I'm saving this seat for all of you. If you have questions, if you want something addressed, please let all of us know. I'm sure we all feel the same regarding that. And my last note is I again want to thank the teachers here in Enfield, our classroom teachers, our paras, our specialists, all of our staff, all of the adults who interact with our kids every day, because they all have a hand and helping us raise our children from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day and beyond. So thank you to all of my teacher friends, to my neighbors, and to everybody here in Enfield. Thank you very much.
Ms. Hernandez?
First, I want to say thank you to the voters for entrusting me with the education of our most important citizens in this town. I look forward to bringing a diverse perspective to our community. And I would like to give a special thank you to my parents, Del and Debbie Salvaggi, for raising me with integrity and setting my feet on a successful path, to my husband Jeremy for being the logic to my passion, and to my children Jose, Esther, and Chase for being the dream that I wake to every morning. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Mr. Neville?
First of all, I want to thank my wife, my sainted wife back there, for allowing me to do this for 6 years and now for another 2. She's very, very special, and I couldn't do any of this. I don't think any of us could do any of this without the support of our spouses and our children and our families. So, Susan, thank you. I love you. We have 2 more years to go. Second, at least. Okay. He said that. Okay. I'd also like to thank all the voters, okay, that voted for me, but also voted for everybody here. This is a job that's full of thanks, but sometimes thankless. Okay, we know what we're trying to do is very, very important. We're here not for ourselves. There's no glory in this. I guess the glory is coming up with some successful things for our children and Enfield's families and supporting the teachers that we have here who are our biggest asset. It's very, very special for what we do, and it takes a lot of you to come out and vote for us and put us into office so that we can carry this out for the next 2 years. We know that we can't do this without all of your support. We welcome your questions. We welcome your phone calls. We welcome meeting you in the mall or in the supermarket. Just tell us what's going on. We can't do it without hearing from you. We're not in the schools every day. So we're in quite a bit, but you're in there every day, and we're here to help you. That's our job. And we signed up for it. We want to do it. We care about it. But we can't do it without your help and without the teachers' help. I also want to thank the veterans that have retired or from this board. I think Tom said it. We're family, and so did Stacy. I wish you the best. Now, Vinny, Tom, Lori, and especially Stacy. We're going to miss you. You told me when you were on the curriculum committee that wasn't your first choice, but you actually did a fantastic job over the last 4 years. And I can't thank you enough for helping us and kind of keeping me on target here. You're a wonderful person. You didn't speak a lot, but when you spoke, it counted. And people heard you, and we heard you. So I just want to thank you. We're going to miss you terribly, and I wish you wish you the best. And I hope you come back again, because we can use you again with your experience. And finally, just thank you very much, folks.
Secretary LeBlanc?
Okay. So after the campaign, and I don't know about how anybody feels, but when you run in a campaign, after it's done, no matter what the results, it's always you take a minute to reflect, because it's been a whirlwind of 2 months, and some of your team doesn't get elected and some of your team does. So it's a humbling and gracious experience, because you're out there meeting voters, you're meeting them talking about the referendum, and you're talking to them about what's going on at the state, or they want to know more about you because they don't know who you are. So I want to thank everybody who ran in the campaign, because it's not always easy, but it's always worth it. And I would like to thank the Enfield voters who came out and voted. We were trying to get people to come out and vote because what people don't understand is the local election really directly impacts you. And that's a very important facet. So when I was thinking about after the election and the fact that we have so many new faces on the Board of Ed, change is good. Change isn't a bad thing. And I'm willing to embrace this change. So I wrote a little something because I feel like this is a board of promises in a good way. So this is how it starts. To the voters who elected me and my constituents, I promise to represent you well, keeping fiscal responsibility and voicing my concerns in the school system. To the central office, I promise to work well with you and respect your direction. To the teachers and admins, I promise to be a presence on the board that champions your hard work and how well you are with our students in Enfield. To our new members, I promise to be patient and help you learn the budget, the ECS cost-sharing grant, and unfunded mandates. In return, I promise to listen to your new thoughts and ideas. It's okay to disagree and not compromise your integrity, even if you're the only one of 9 of us that doesn't agree with the rest of us. To Walter and Tim, I promise to continue to be fair, voice my thoughts. I know you wouldn't expect anything less, while respecting yours. And lastly, I promise to my family to first be a mom and a wife. Thank you.
Mr. Poe.
Well, it's very difficult to go right after Tina.
Oh.
Already after listening to the 4 of you speak, there's very little I can say that I feel is new or fresh because you guys have done a wonderful job so far at sort of encapsulating so many of my thoughts. But I also want to thank all of the voters of Enfield. I mean, you guys made it happen for me and for everyone else on this dais right now, and it means more to us than I think maybe even you know. I mean, every door I've knocked on, every person I've met, every conversation I've had has been meaningful and important to me, and I want to continue those conversations with all of you and with everyone I haven't spoken to yet. You know, just because the campaign is over doesn't mean that our conversations are over. I hope I can speak for everyone when I say our doors and our emails and our phones are very open. So please use them, even if you don't know us very well yet. I hope you get to. Thank you to my family. I definitely couldn't have done this without them. I have a super husband and dad in the audience, so thanks for holding it down while I've been doing this crazy campaigning thing. I definitely couldn't do it without their support, without the support of, you know, the 4 people sitting directly next to me, and also the challenge of the 4 people sitting further down from me. You guys are very inspiring, and I appreciate all of the support and inspiration that you've given me over this campaign. So thank you again to all of the teams and individuals that have helped me get here. Thank you again to the voters of Enfield, and I'm very, very excited to do some good work. Thank you.
Mr. Rutledge.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Wow, we've had some very eloquent speeches up here. The first people I would definitely like to thank, of course, are, again, the voters of Enfield. For those who came out and voted for us, I want to thank you for the faith you've showed in our abilities. For those who didn't, I'd also like to thank you for the opportunity to earn your faith and trust over the next 2 years. I couldn't be happier with the team we have up here, the 9 of us. I know we are dedicated to education in Enfield. I know we are going to be true stewards for education in Enfield over the next 2 years, and I certainly look forward to working with each and every one of you. But again, as other people have said, you know, getting to this position doesn't happen alone. To my 4 colleagues over on this side of the table, thank you so much for letting me be here with you. To so many people in the audience, particularly my wife, who put up with so many late nights over the last few months, you know, I couldn't have done this without you. To the support, to our support structure, if I may, folks like Representative Greg Stokes, Mary Ann Turner. Thank you so much for all the advice, for all the mentoring, all the encouragement. Even to folks like former Chairman Serrard, Mayor Mike Ludwig, Donna, Kelly, like you guys were great. I've learned so much from all of you over the last few months, and you know, I just look forward to getting to work on this board and helping to continue the tradition of sound education right here in Enfield. Thank you.
Mr. Renier.
Thank you. I'd also like to thank my family, my wife, my children, and somehow they finagled a dog out of me because of this campaign. So to the dog that's coming to my home, we'll see you soon. I'd like to thank everyone, all the voters of Enfield, as everyone else had said down the way. It was a long, long journey, and we're here. and that's not by accident, and neither is the candidates that were chosen. Marianne Turner, Liz Davis, both chose excellent candidates to run this year, and I'm very fortunate that I happen to be one of the candidates that was elected. So both of you, thank you for the great candidates you both put up. The day of election, everyone went in and may have voted one way or the other way, but what you didn't see outside was all of us kind of just mingling together. And I don't know if it was because we wanted the warmth from one another or we were sharing secret ideas of how to stay warm. But it was just great seeing everyone down this row, talking, smiling, shaking hands, and it was genuine. It wasn't, I'm going to smile with you because this guy's walking by me and I want you to vote. It wasn't that. It was, we were smiling because we knew what we wanted to do. We know what we need to do. And all of us, all 9 of us, know exactly what path is going forward right now. Our new mayor says that the future's bright, wear some shades. And I really think that's true. Mr. Drezek, very excited about, a new administration, new board, and the town of Enfield's very lucky and to get the 9 of us, and it's on us now to make this town even better than when our predecessors left it. So thank you all.
Who do we have left? Oh, Vice Chairman Riley, please.
Thank you. Blessed, ecstatic, and humbled is how I feel right now. I know this is an immense responsibility, and I do not take that lightly. I have already seen dedicated teachers, administrators, parents, volunteers, and community groups that nurture, educate, and enrich our children's lives. My hope is that we continue to build upon this devoted framework to utilize the best resources we can afford to propel our students into successful, creative learners and thinkers so they are prepared for life past their school years. From what I have observed, at times this job, at times this job may be easy, and other times it may be monumentally difficult. We must remember that even when difficult decisions come our way, we research, rationalize, and leave no stone unturned to ensure the success of our future, which is our kids. Thank you to the voters of Enfield that have put their faith in me. I hope to earn your trust and respect over the next 2 years. Thank you to my teammates who have taught me so much and offered support at every turn. Marianne Turner, thank you for your countless hours of hard work and dedication. Tom, Lori, Stacy, and Vinny, your dedication and service to this town is second to none. Especially to Tom and Lori, who I will miss, but thank you for accepting me and always be willing to answer my 5,000 questions a day. To my parents, who still come and cheer me on, and I'm 39, and my husband, Ryan, you are all my role models, and you all give yourself selflessly for your family, day in and day out. Lastly, to the 2 most important people in this room, my kiddos, Logan and Rachel, Mama loves you, and thank you for being the reason that I am here. Don't ever forget what we talk about all the time. Always try, because you never know how far you will get. And once you get going, go that extra mile, because it is never crowded. I look forward to serving the Enfield school system and community for the next 2 years. Thank you so very much.
So who's next? Oh, we're back to item 8. Comments from the newly elected chairperson. So it must be me. Yes, it's chairman. Who put chairperson on here? What? It says chairman. All right. I want to thank all of you. It was a great honor to serve as your chairman of this Enfield Board of Education. I have to first start by thanking my wife, Debbie, of 24 years, for her support through 2 campaigns and 1 term of putting up with all the meetings I had to go to and the events I missed. I love you. I want to acknowledge my 3 children, Robert and Janina, who are watching on YouTube from stores and from Miami, Florida, as well as my daughter, Grace Maria, which is here in the crowd. Thank you. I would also like to thank my father, Casimir, and his wife, and my stepmom, Anna, for being here tonight, and also my mother-in-law, Margaret Giola, for being here. And all the other family and friends spanning the globe that are watching this on YouTube. I would be remiss if I forgot, but I'm not going to, that I do not extremely thank our Enfield Republican Town Chairman, Mary Ann Turner. Her hard work and dedication and perfection to detail during our campaign was extremely and we would be not here today if it wasn't for her, and she deserves a round of applause, please. I and the rest of the board would like to recognize some guests as well that are in the audience. State Representative Greg Stokes, Mayor Mike Ludwig, Deputy Mayor Donna Suzak. Boy, does that have a nice ring on it, doesn't it? Councilor Joe Bosco, Councilor Joe Mueller, Councilor Lori Ungeyer, Councilor Bob Casati, Councilor Liz Davis, Mayor Emeritus Scott Copen, Chairman Emeritus Thomas Serrard, Board Member Stacy Thurston, Superintendent Chris Drezick, and we apologize, the Deputy Superintendent had a family issue tonight, so he couldn't be here. So Deputy Superintendent Andy Longi. Almost 3 years ago, when Mary Ann honored me with the Enfield Republican of the Year 2015, I was asked by a JI reporter if I was going to run for office, and I answered, I might. That was a wrong answer. 2 years ago, I was sworn in a few days before the rest of you officially were sworn in, because I had to go to a previously scheduled trip to Florida and spend Thanksgiving with my daughter. After you were all sworn in and roll call, I called in and did it by phone for the rest of the meeting. And since then, I have not missed a meeting yet. I sat up here on my 50th birthday. I sat up here on one of my wife's birthday, which I will not tell you what year, because that's wrong. The debate we had last month was on my wedding anniversary. So, Debbie, I can say to you without doubt, for all the regular meetings during this term, do not fall on one of those 3 days. I know because I checked. I was honored to be named vice chair back in February and have enjoyed serving these last 2 years every minute, starting from that end, working my way down. If you would indulge me at this time, I would like to read a text I got this morning from Dr. Schumann, which I asked him if I could read. So here we go. His words. Chairman Krusel has a nice ring to it. Congratulations, Walter. I'm sure with your leadership, the EPS will continue to move in a great direction. It's lonely at the top, as you well know, and if there's anything I can do to help you advance the district, or if you just need to vent, please call me anytime. Right now, I am in Miami, where I just did a half Ironman triathlon Sunday. I toured Kennedy Space Center, and tomorrow I'm going to Cocoa Beach to watch a rocket launch. Anyone want to join them? Can't say retirement hasn't been great so far, but I'm still committed to ensuring all students learn at high levels. And here's the breaking news part. Even more now than ever, as I just found out I will be a grandfather in April. Best wishes, Jeff. So, in closing, I want to thank the residents of Enfield for having faith in me and voting for me to serve on the Board of Education for another term with my 8 colleagues up here, for entrusting us to serve and entrusting me to serve as their chairman. I am hoping this chair will give up its wisdom that was left here by Chairman Serrard and Mayor Copen. because I do need some, so I'm hoping it wears off. So finally, to borrow a line from our new mayor, the future is bright, but watch out. It's only going to get brighter. And if you indulge me a few more minutes, I have a few announcements to make. The Enfield High School field hockey team played tonight in their state tournament semifinal, and unfortunately, they lost the game. So we are very proud of that team, and we do hope to have them come in front of us for proper recognition for a season well done. As well as the Enfield girls school team played their state tournament last Saturday and lost a hard-fought game. I would also like to say that we were proud of them and will recognize them at a future meeting. And lastly, I'd like to add that I just found out about this, and I was asked to make you all aware of this, that tomorrow night at St. Martha's School on Brainerd Road from 6 to 7:30, there's an open house if anyone wants to attend. They are a K through 8th grade National Blue Ribbon School, and if interested, please feel free to stop by and see the school firsthand. And finally, I would like to formally introduce your 2017-2019 Board of Education. So we are at number 10. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion that we adjourn?
Second.
Motion by Mr. Renier, seconded by Mr. Rutledge. Any discussion? Any discussion? Any discussion? I got a show of hands. We are adjourned. Thank you all.